Hello, my name's Georgia. I'm a Firefighter Control operator and I've been here about 2 years. I've just finished my development period.
I'm Lauren, I'm a Firefighter in Control. I started in January 2020 and I've just finished my Firefighter in Control development.
Hello, my name's Rachel. I'm probably one of the newer ones in the room. I started in June last year, 2020. 2021, sorry. And yeah, so I'm still in my development period, got a little bit longer to go, but enjoying it so far.
Hello, my name's Sam Day. I'm the crew manager for training in Control. I was in the control room for 10 years and I've been here almost 14 years now.
It can vary. Some days we won't get too many. Some days, if we get a big incident, we'll probably receive quite a few calls in a small amount of time. So it varies from day to day. You never know if you're going to come in and take loads of calls or just
Definitely
5 to 10.
Definitely through COVID. With us starting through the COVID period, it was a lot quieter for us. And now, as people have told us, we're now experiencing normal. So a few more rubbish fires and house fires. It's become a lot more frequent now.
You'll find it escalates in summer as well. So in hot weather, obviously, you get the smaller, less large-scale fires through the summer. But yeah, and the wet weather certainly stops that. But yeah, summertime grass fires, car fires, and people out and about a little bit more generally. It's massively varied, didn't it? Quite a few years ago, we changed our name from Avon Fire Brigade to Avon Fire and Rescue because we were finding that our rescues are a lot higher than just fires. So obviously we respond to all sorts of fires, property fire, car fires, tree fires in the environment, things like that. But we also have boat rescue, technical route rescue. We've got our USAR team, which is urban search and rescue, so building collapse, things like that, confined space. So we've got a real wide, varied range of skills that we respond to.
I found it interesting as well that we also do calls to like humanitarian assistance. So if an elderly person has fallen on the floor and they've got no one to help them up, we will send sometimes our crews to go and assist them as well, which it doesn't seem like a big thing, but to that person we're really helping them out there. So
and with our joint services, we help with police and ambulance. So with ambulance gain accesses, for police as well, we'll be informed of road traffic collisions, we'll be involved with all other agencies.
Oh, yeah.
So Control is based in Lansdowne, but we also have emergency control based at Kingswood. Myself, I live in Radstock, so it's not too far for me.
I did live very near, and for some strange reason I've moved about 45 minutes away in Wales, but the commute's fine and it's fine to work here, even though it's a bit of a commute.
Yeah, I'm Bristol, I'm East Bristol, so it's easy, not a bad run, and it's a lovely place up on the hill, good countryside outside, so not your normal office.
Normal every day will be 5, maximum we've been on is 8, and then our normal working patterns are 8 till 5 for daytime and then 5 till 8 for our night shifts. So you do 2 day shifts, 2 night shifts, and then you have 4 rest days.
Yeah, start on a Monday one week, then the next week we start on Tuesday, then the next week Wednesday, and it staggers like that.
The best part for me is that it sounds cliche, but every day is different. You don't know what you're coming into, so it keeps it interesting, keeps it exciting.
I really like the sort of like family feel as well, because like I went from a job of not really knowing my colleagues, as with so many different people every day, to being in a small team, and you really get to know each other, and when we're like eating together as well on breaks and things, it's really nice. So, yeah.
I think job satisfaction for me as well is a huge thing. Like when you have an incident with someone having their worst day ever, then you're there to help them, and you're that shining beacon. It's really satisfying doing a good job for them.
And when you receive those comments of the fact that you've received it, so it's been acknowledged, because here in Control we take the calls, we will mobilise the truck, so knowing the fact that we've done a good job and someone's told us about it is good.
for me, when I came in, and I think Rachel mentioned it earlier as well, we've talked about when you come into the room, it's the awareness of your workspace and your colleagues around you, because when it does get busy, we're not a big team, so when it does get busy, it's really, really critical to keep an ear out for everything going on whilst you're trying to do your job role, and that is a skill that you learn, but it's vital, and that was really different for me when I came in, and I think I've got a little bit better at it now, but yeah, it's definitely something that I had to adapt quite quickly to, but yeah, and I learned from watching people doing it as well, you know, the experienced colleagues with me were really supportive and told me loads of little ways of managing that, really.
Great.
I think some people might find it quite hard at the night shifts, potentially coming into 15-hour nights. If you've been a normal 9 till 5, 15-hour night might scare you a little bit, or think, are you going to be able to cope? But within the control room, you will have your breaks, and then when you go into your rest days, you feel refreshed. But for someone that's not done it before, it could be a bit of a challenge coming into that.
Yeah, but the rest days are good. It's like having like a long weekend every week. So it kind of makes it worth it.
Especially with the annual leave as well.
Yeah. I think also being in your development period, there's a lot to learn, more than perhaps you might think. You have to know so many different things on different topics, and so it can seem quite overwhelming to begin with, but you get loads of help, which is good, and you have support. So although it's challenging, at least you'll get there. I know I'll get there.
As a team.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
not
definitely.
only as your watch, so there are 4 different watches in control, but there are also other services around within the service that you can access to help deal with any situations.
Yeah, there's support services in place, but I think when you can be having a laugh and a joke and enjoying your work day, and then all of a sudden one call comes in and everyone switches into professional mode, and no matter what you're talking about, if you're having a big argument with the person next to you, which never happens to me, you just go into professional mode and you think, right, we need to do something here, and you get the feeling, and of course you have bad incidents, but you just have that little breather afterwards when you get the time to, and you have a little check-in on each other at the very least, and then support each other to talk about it and reassure each other that you've done the best you can do on a really bad incident.
And you also have feedback from the crews that have attended and the officers that have attended. So we've had some recently where the officers have actually come up and given us a debrief. They've talked us through the situation, how the information that we gathered, how important that was, and how essential it was to get to exactly where the fire was and deal with the situation.
Yeah, it's really satisfying, like seeing the whole picture of a difficult incident, because we have that luxury to see it as it pans out, despite what role you're in. You see it to the end as a team. So,
So we have a mobilisation system. So when we take the call, we will take all the address, the information, and we have different incident types that we will turn out onto. And then also we have our radio system, so we can transfer transmissions to our crews and officers who are attending, and also within our communications we have to deal with emails on Microsoft and everything like that.
I think also, I don't know if this is what you mean, but there's different roles in the room. So someone might be on calls one day, and then you might be on radio another day, or message login. So it's quite nice and varied, and that's like a system we work in, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's what you mean.
Yeah, everyone's trained up to do everything in control, whether that be radio operating, call taking, mobilising to incidents, but yeah, exactly that. You rotate and you keep your hand in on everything, and your skills are maintained.
It was said earlier, multitasking. So for example, we've got a total of 3 screens that you'll be looking at. With your mapping, you need to look at the incident types, know to do messaging, listen to the radio transactions, deal with admin calls and emergency calls. So it's worth being able to multitask, pass that information on to the relevant people, and keeping a cool, level head while processing through the job.
I think also touching on what Sam said, like my previous jobs had nothing to do with emergency services necessarily. It was all sort of maybe more business or whatever. But so I questioned whether I would be a good fit. But the training gives everything you need, and I believe because I've got good communication, organisation, and all that, it all works well, and all the sort of fire service jargon and all that comes in time.
You don't need any specific qualifications. I think that is something that's very good for people out there, knowing that you don't need any qualifications. And when you come here in Control, there are so many opportunities. Once you're going through your development and past your development, there's more opportunities for you to attend internal and external courses to be able to widen your knowledge in other things here within the service.
Go for it. Have a look, do the research. I thoroughly enjoy my job. Before I absolutely used to get the Monday morning dread, and I've not had that in 14 years. Definitely do have a look at the Yes You Can website and investigate what the role entails, and have a look at it so you're prepared. But
there are also YouTube videos displaying
Yeah,
how
yeah.
it can help you.
Watch
That helped
those
me.
I watch those,
Yeah.
yeah.
You can
So
practice.
memory test YouTube video presented by Sam.
anyone can go for the job though, they
Yes.
really can.
It doesn't matter what you did before. And again, so I was in quite an active job. I was a sports centre manager. I was on my feet all the day, and I thought, can I come into a situation like this? But I think it's on the go, the excitement, the adrenaline, and keeping you going, making family friends. Definitely, 100%. You should always apply, because you will receive feedback as well. So go through the stages, and like Sam said, do the research of each part, look at the website.